Hey guys, it's Eric with Eric's Garage AZ coming at you, and today I'm checking on Lloyd with CKR Fabworks, and this guy is a fabricator. He builds race cars like crazy, like dragsters and street machines, and he's got some really cool stuff going on. So let's go see if he's, he said he's gonna be here, so let's see he's here. There's CKR Fabworks right there. So let's see if he's back here. Hey Lloyd! Hey. How's it going, dude? Yeah, don't you love technology?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, right on, man. Yeah, thanks, dude. I know how busy you are.
Oh,
you
yeah.
said you had to redo the whole shop. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
It looks
trying
like
to get organized is a mess.
You're the only guy here.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. I got a couple people that help here and there.
Yeah.
But they have full-time jobs, family lives, so.
Oh, I get it.
It's me. Go and go somewhere.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You just got back from Canada.
A couple weeks ago.
Tuning a couple of dragsters.
It's actually one car we just finished for TNT Supercars. Yeah. It's a Canadian customer. Flew up there to help him run the car the first time out with the car, and it couldn't have gone any better. It was phenomenal. Oh, I mean, cool. You get a race car that goes 650s, its first full pull, you know, 990, 60 foot off the trailer, just it got everyone's attention real quick.
Good for you.
Yeah, real quick.
So, smile on your face.
Oh gosh, as soon as it ran, just your jaw hits the ground.
Nice.
You know, I went out there with a goal to run, and everybody thought I was crazy with the elevation you have up in Canada, and the car goes out and runs it. First pass, you know, so cool. It was kind of a coin toss, and every once in a while you call heads, it lands on heads.
There you go. That's what you want to have.
Oh, yeah.
When I walked in here, I walked by this really cool car. Now this is mine. This is your car?
Like the shop car.
This is an old school Fox body Mustang,
yeah,
right?
It's 86 SVO body, steel roof and quarter car.
Really?
I run a super gas.
Now what's super gas?
Super gas, it's an NHRA index class, a 990 index.
Okay.
I ran the car.
What does 990 index mean to the average viewer out there?
We have a set ET. A set ET. So our dial, our ET. Yep. So we have to run 9.90 seconds every single time.
Okay.
And this car is built and designed around that. I drove this car for a little over 2 years before I acquired it from Don Promoto here in town, and it had a 600-inch all aluminum Ford in it.
Really?
And I'm not much of a Ford guy.
Now?
This is a 565 big cheap headed Chevrolet. I bought the engine from Don Promoto out of his Top Sportsman car, and retrofitted into here. A lot of four-letter words. We ended up getting it in the car, and this thing flies. I mean, now, I've been
You say 9990, so you have to run this car at that time.
Correct.
Every time.
Every time.
But there are people that run it faster.
Mile an hour wise.
The mile an hour is
yeah.
fast?
So the type of race that most people don't like when they go to a national event is the cars that take off, slow down, and then and then they come alive. Most people find it boring. Right. Well, it's a numbers game with race cars, and I'm fascinated with the numbers game. Okay. And that's what this car does. You know, all out. This thing, I've been
tell us a little bit about this engine, what makes it do its thing. I mean, yeah, there's all sorts of stuff.
So this car has, inside it is a delay box, which has all the timers in it, and when you let go of the trans brake button, the delay box activates to slow the car down. And this solenoid here controls this, which is a throttle stop. Okay. Underneath the carburetor. So when this activates, the car launches wide open throttle at 5,500 RPM, screaming. Okay. You let go of the button, it immediately hits a throttle stop. This opens, or technically it closes. Okay. And there's another set of blades, like under a carburetor, there's 4 blades. Right. There's another set of blades in here. So a carburetor basically functions like a toilet. Right. So there's nothing sucking, it's not going to deliver even if the blades are open. Okay. So those blades shut, slows the car down, the car just cruises at 4,400 RPM. Just cruises. Really? For an X amount of time. And that we decide that we need to go 990. I see, okay. Yep. And then when the time expires, it shuts this off, sends air to the other side of the cylinder, opens this, and the car takes off. Wow. Yeah. Now this is a big engine. I mean, yes. The size of these headers here is huge. What is the size of this engine? This motor is a 565 cubic inch Chevrolet. It came out of a Top Sportsman car. 565 cubic inch engine. I could fit my car in this engine. Okay. And that's not very big anymore. Really? So, no. Oh, wow, okay. The gentleman I picked up the car from and this is a very good friend of mine. Don is phenomenal. Don has a pro mod that I do a lot of work for, touch-up work. He's got.
You say pro mod, that's a classic car.
Yeah, it's an NHRA style pro mod. Oh yeah,
okay.
This car is bad to the bone.
Oh, okay.
So it's got a 959-inch cute motor in it.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and he's got a backup 903.
Damn.
So and Don is a very good friend of mine, and we get to
how
play
much
with
horsepower is this car? This push right here.
Probably about
1,000 horsepower.
1,000 horsepower.
Probably about 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been 797 at 185 in this car.
Really?
I think it was 185, something like that. I did it 4 years ago. I haven't ran it all out in 4 years.
So this is all set up for drag racing. Let's make our way around this car here.
Yeah.
It's all set up for drag racing, right?
Oh man, yeah. So besides the headers, the big motor. I mean,
it's a door slammer too.
It's a door car. So it's got all the works in it, all the electronics in it to go fast. Dash comes out so you can access everything behind it.
All right.
It's fun. The thing's a blast. And you start it, you make a hit, you come back, you watch other racers. You start it, you make a hit, you come back, you're done for the night.
So it's really a reliable car.
Oh, all day long. This thing will run and run and run and run some more.
Really?
Yeah. Unlike the pro mods, the outlaw cars, you work on them. You're running valves every run.
Really? When you say you work on them, in other words, you tear them down and
depends.
Like you see any NHRA TV shows?
Well, no, nothing like that. I mean, I did that for years racing when I was racing.
What's this over here?
So,
I'm listening.
So this is
gorgeous here, right here. Anyhow, well, what were you saying about like you tear down valves and whatnot?
Well, no, with the other car, which we'll get to over there, that one we have to work on. So every 4 or 5 runs, valve covers come off, oil pan comes off. Every 10 to 15 runs, heads come off, and you just service the engine. Make sure it's happy. You know,
okay.
We have rod stretch gauges. We have all the tools to make sure the Hemi lives. Yeah. You know, nothing like when I was racing top alcohol. I did that for 8 years, solid. You know, we pull the bottom end out every run and service it. They leak it down every hit. If you hurt it, heads come off. No, when I was running the Topfuel car, yeah, it's just like you see on TV. Tear it up every time.
No kidding, okay. Yeah. Now, what kind of car is this? It looks like one of those Chevy HHRs, but I know it's not.
Kind of. HAR sucks. This doesn't suck. So, this is a 48 Anglia.
Really?
It's a pro car. Billy Bullock here in town owns the car. I've been racing with the Bullock family for 5 years. Great group of people. And it's a 468 with zoomies on alcohol, so it's retro.
Has it got the engine in it? Can we lift this forward to take it or no?
Probably.
We don't have to. That's all right. Don't worry about it.
We can move the car.
No, that's cool.
I got a low tire on it, but
that's all right.
It's just a fun, reliable bottom 9-second car, and Billy loves it. You know, it's been giving us a fuss a little bit, trying to get the chassis dialed in a little bit more.
Let me get this open. Can we open this up
more
here
consistent?
real quick?
Oh yeah.
So this is actually, the inside of here is actually what a drag racer sits in.
Correct.
When he's rolling down the street.
Yep. Yeah,
rolling down the strip.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Not much for creature comforts, is there?
No, the guy that drives this car is 6'5", 260. And he just barely.
6'5", 260?
260. Yeah, Billy's a big boy. Billy's a big boy.
Damn. And he fits in this?
Yeah, he's got plenty of headroom and some legroom. When I sit in this car, I look like a child. The way this car is designed to fit someone like that.
Oh yeah, because it sits so low so he can have his head.
He's got plenty of headroom in it. It's just the legroom is snug, no matter how we shake.
Yeah, it's a pretty small foot box right there.
So that's why his feet are staggered.
Right, I see.
So with driving shoes on, your foot gets a lot narrower. So by doing it like this, we were able to accommodate the size of his feet. His size 14 shoe.
You said size 14?
Yeah. And that's the best part about the car.
That's crazy cool, man.
Yeah.
Size 14. You wanted to say about guys with big feet and big hands, right? They got big shoes and big gloves.
And small brains, probably, because they're driving this.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
All right, so now I see this right here, and you know, Lloyd, what's this that I'm pointing at right here? It looks like a jig.
Correct.
For something.
I build the chassis for TNT supercars. Mark Simmons and Trevor Ritchie, and they're all done in-house now. So the mess on the shelves, well, that's an unorganized mess of TNT.
Okay.
So we're sort of rearranging the shop, kind of organizing the CKR Fab, the TNT, and my shock stuff. It's just a matter of now work organized as we're playing. That's why there's just stuff sitting on the jig.
Okay.
So we got to get another car started next week.
So when you get the car started, this holds like the tubes?
Built. Yep.
Okay.
I can build 95% of the car right here.
Really?
And it gets welded 95% of the way right here. So the car is
So what do you make? What is a chassis for a dragster made out of? It used to be.
It's all
chromoly.
Yep.
Is it chromoly?
All
Okay.
chromoly.
Okay.
It's all
okay.
58 thousandths except for the cage. Chromoly tubing, so we can sleeve it.
Now,
Every
what's the
aspect of the car.
cage made out of?
It's all chromoly. The whole car is
Okay.
chromoly. It's
so
just
it's different gauge of. Okay.
Yeah, different thickness.
Right. When you say sleeve it, what does that mean?
Tube slides inside of another tube.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
All right, all right.
So every joint on the race car, they don't just meet each other. There's a sleeve, so one tube goes inside the other tube with a rosette. Just makes it that much stronger.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So
how far inside of each other do they get sleeved?
just depends on where it's going.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just depends. It's mandated, to 3 inches. On average, I give it 6 to 10.
Good for you.
Just because,
A little bit safer action there.
It gives it a little more bite, a little more strength, and I like when you have a welded joint to it, then you're not welding to 58 thousandths, you're welding to 100+ thousand steel now.
I see, because you have
so you got that extra meat in there on
Okay.
top of it. Just the TNT cars are extremely stiff and they're extremely stout.
Okay.
And like Brad Spillick's car in Canada, we were just talking about his car.
Right.
Just it works. The design is flawless.
That's
and
pretty
this
cool.
chassis is actually his car is the only one of its kind.
Check out that jig right
with
there.
TNT.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the way it's extended at
Now,
250.
is this set up for any kind of dragster, or is
No.
this set up for Topfuel, or?
This is a top dragster, super comp TNT car.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all this fixture is.
Okay.
We
All right.
have the Don Davis dragster jig and the Don Davis Roadster jig, which will be in here in 2 weeks. Those are particular for those cars.
I see. Okay.
So, and then I have a flat fixture, which is just the beams with nothing on it.
Gotcha.
And then I can back half cars, front half cars.
Now, when
whatever
you
it
say
takes.
back half, front half, off camera, you mentioned that to me.
Yeah,
So,
so-
because I asked you about the longevity and lifespan of a frame,
Of a race
of
car.
chassis.
Yeah. So I can kind of show you.
Yeah, let's go.
Since this is the only tube chassis car with the nose off I have here. So in essence, on a front half, what would consist, like if a lot of people, you crash a car,
Right.
and it smashes this whole corner.
Yeah.
A front half would be removing all the bars from the main portion of the cage.
Right here.
Yep, cutting
Okay.
everything off so there's nothing on the nose,
Okay.
and then you rebuild it. And
I
that's
see,
considered
okay.
a front half. A
Okay.
dragster, it's from the foot box forward, a door car firewall forward.
So we're going to take a look at this engine right here, and so Lloyd, tell us about. I mean, look at that. It's about the size of a state, a house.
So this motor,
What's the deal with that?
this engine combo is for Jared McNichol's new car, which is this right here, an ex-Mooney Prostock car.
Okay.
Been updated as an Outlaw 10.5 car. Now we're turning into a no prep car.
Okay.
And this
What's
motor,
no prep mean? Show the line
literally
and
no prep. They do not prep the racing service. They just clean it and send it.
run? Okay.
That's what we raced all last year with his small tire car. Both of his small tire cars last season, and
When you say
now-
last season, you mean like last racing
last year,
season?
last
Okay.
year, yeah,
Okay.
last year.
All right, cool.
No
So
Prep King season 2.
Talk
so.
about this here.
So this Hemi is
crazy.
a.
Oh, it's a Hemi?
It's a Hemi.
Okay.
It's all billet
Okay.
Hemi. It is a 460-inch Hemi. It's not a big cubic inch motor. It's a high RPM engine with a whole lot of blower.
I see that.
the motor-
That's a big blower right
Yeah,
there.
the motor came from Kirk Coons, which is, I mean, he's legendary when it comes to the Hemis and Pro Mods.
Okay.
It was in, I believe, Maggio's car years ago, raced it in Canada. And this motor with a
Very close to
screw.
this. Point out some stuff on it.
Yeah,
here.
this motor with a screw on it. This is a Roots blower with a screw and 570s and a door car.
A screw.
A screw
That's
blower.
A different kind of a blower.
Different type of blower. I have one of those in there too.
Okay.
This supercharger, I believe, came off of a Top Alcohol Funny car. And this is a high helix 1471 PSI setback supercharger. Carbon hat, big blades, the whole 9 yards for this combo here. And we're probably...
So this is where the belt goes around here.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, there'll be a tensioner attached to here. The fuel pump drives off it. The magneto drives off of here. We'll be in excess of 3,000 plus horsepower.
Horsepower.
Here. Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah.
And you said this engine is going to go into this car?
Goes into this car.
This
Correct.
is a Camaro.
No, this is an Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Oldsmobile Cutlass.
Oldsmobile Cutlass.
That's right.
Holy crap. I haven't seen one of those in years.
That's right. So.
Wow. And this
Yeah.
is a true drag racing machine.
Oh yeah, it's a steel roof and quarter car. We're getting ready to rewire, update. I'm doing the firewall on it for him. We're just kind of modernize the car a little bit more.
Okay.
Getting it ready. This thing's been fast before. They've raced it for years. Like I said before, it's a Mooney built car, which in the 90s he was you know, the man with Prostock cars.
Really?
Yeah.
So this used to be a Prostock car.
Correct. This is an AC Delco
Let's
Prostock
take a look at
car.
this here.
Yeah. You know, back in
you said AC Delco. That was a sponsored car.
That was a sponsored car. This was, I believe, the backup car.
Big money car.
And it has such nice parts in it. When he came across this deal, we couldn't say no. I mean, there's over $18,000 in a rear end in this car.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it is just absolutely amazing what's in this car.
Wow.
And it's so light, I pushed it in here by myself.
So you said you're going to rewire it.
Rewire it.
Put the engine in it.
Yep. And then I got to build a set of headers for him, which is kind of my staple. It's kind of my deal, you know, with my cars.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we're big in exhaust right now.
Okay.
We're huge. I mean, where my car, the Anglia, this car, that car, and we're getting into diesel stuff now. So just so much with the exhaust work.
Really?
It's kind of the cherry on top of my cars.
That's
on a lot
cool.
of the cool builds. So, you know,
cool.
and then this one, the zoomies that I do, I actually have a CNC guy that I utilize, so we will actually have them bent the way I want them, so I can match the angle of the body.
A zoomie is a what?
4 pipes on each side.
Okay.
Like a blower, like you see in Topfuel, funny car, same thing.
Okay.
Superchargers, they don't like back pressure, so
no, of course not.
2.5-inch pipe, send it. Get it out.
Wow.
Yep. And so a lot of issues, like with cars like these, they're really wide. You know, the problem is get them in the trailer. So if the headers can't stick out too far, otherwise you'll never get over wheel well the trailer.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to necessarily be taking off the headers.
No.
That's a major.
No, that's pain in the ass. Yeah. And we had that issue with a Chevelle I built for Outlaw here in town. I did a Hemi install headers on his deal.
You talking about Street Outlaw?
No, it's an engine shop here in town.
Okay.
And his house car, we had to tuck the headers as close to the body as we could because there was only 3 inches of room on each side of the trailer.
No kidding.
Yeah, so the radius of the body, I couldn't have the header go outside of it. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt to do, but it's no different. That's why I build custom headers, because there's no headers that fit.
Now I see behind you we have that's a BMW.
This is a BMW.
That's like a road racing car.
Road racing car.
So what is a road racing car doing in your shot? You do everything.
If it's made out of steel, I'll put it in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
No, so real briefly, what is the guy's plan for this? Come on, take
he races. Here. There's a racetrack here in town.
Yep. Is it the one down at Wild Horse Pass?
No, it's out. I think it's
Amp down by West Side.
It's out in the boonies somewhere. They've invited me to go a dozen times. I've yet to have time to go.
So it's not Arizona Motorsports Park, because that's in.
No, it's actually a road course track, and I know the name of it. They've told it to me 100 times, and I can't remember it.
Okay.
But there's a big group of these guys.
Yeah.
The BMWs. I've got 2 Porsches coming in, and it's just another set of rules and another set of bars. So
there you go.
To meet up with what he's needing for his class, because he just put a new motor in it. It builds more. It's got a new style M3 inline 6 in it, NA, and he's now getting quicker, so now you have to update the cage more.
I gotcha.
And it has some bolt-in kit that you can buy for an M3, but now we're going to do the rest of it to try and lighten the car up too.
Makes
at the same
sense.
time.
All right, very, very cool.
Keep it going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't want to take up a whole lot of your time because I know you're the only guy here.
Yeah, really that's busy. It. Just me.
So, as we wrap up, is there anything specific you want to share with the folks out there regarding what you do, or racing in general, or life in general, or?
Not really. It's just between building cars, running cars, driving cars, tuning cars. Just kind of depends, you know, wherever I'm at with whatever we call. I'll be flying to Canada again this weekend to go run a door car, and then go kind of tag team the dragster I built just to help him, because he wants to lean on it a little harder.
Okay.
So I'll be up there with the door car, then bounce, you know, around. And that's kind of part of it, you know.
And you mentioned also one time you know some guys from the Street Outlaws show out of Oklahoma. So did you get involved with their cars at all?
Oh, well, no. We actually did work for JJ the Boss's crew.
Okay.
For the Memphis guys. Kenneth Gulley came through. And how you doing? Good. I'll be right with you. Kenneth Gulley came through in town, and they had some damage that happened in front of the truck.
Oh, okay.
So they brought it to the shop, and we had 24 hours to fix it.
Gotcha.
And we literally pulled 24-hour day, repaired the whole nose of the truck, retreated it, reinstalled it, and then made the race the next day.
Dude, this is
and that was all TV show stuff.
Incredible.
So, yeah. It's fun.
You know, it's an honor and a privilege to meet this cat. Heard a lot about him. I know some NHRA guys out there and Robertsons too.
Yeah, the Robertsons, good group of guys. I did the headers.
Oh, did you really? Yeah. I mean, you know, hopefully you guys got some really cool information out of this. Lloyd, what we say in Eric's Garage AZ land is drive it like you stole bitches. So
it's what we do.
Can you do a favor?
Yeah.
Say, hey, this is Lloyd with CKR Fabworks. Drive it like you stole the bitches.
So this is Lloyd from CKR Fabworks, and drive it like you stole the bitches.
You heard it here first, folks. Like, subscribe, share. Peace out. Thank you for watching this episode of What's in Your Garage featuring CKR Fabworks, engine builder, frame builder, customizer of all sorts of things going fast. Stay tuned for more over here on Eric's Garage. Peace.